Hi guys, welcome to Eve. This is Gilly. This is an introduction video for new players who just want to find out what it's about really, and just a few tips for you. One of my friends has just started playing Eve a while ago, and these are just some advice that I had to give to him while he was starting to learn. Number one is when you come into your station, make sure you click the button up here which gives you this. You want to look at your ship, you don't want to be in the walk around mode. You can do this by, this usually says enter ship hangar, so if you click that and it'll bring up this, which is a lot easier to use than the captain's hangar that you'll be spawned into. Obviously your near comms down this side, this is where everything is that you need. What I would give an advice to any new player starting out is to do all the tutorials that there are and all the missions that are the tutorials at the start. They give you a lot of ships, a bit of ISK to start off on, which is money in this game. And really, yeah, they give you skill books as well, so you can train your skills up. It's just a free, easy way of learning what Eve can offer, what career paths you can go down and what you can do really. A few things on this. They're down here, I still have them here, I'm in my start system now. When you start your agent conversation, you click on it and then make sure you accept it every time. I've done this a lot of times. I know a lot of people on Eve, even now, after a while playing it, they still do it. If you forget to accept the mission and just set your destination there, and then you get there and you haven't accepted your mission, you have to fly all the way back, so just make sure you do that. Also, if anyone, if they provide any equipment for the mission, it will be in your inventory. Your inventory is this button here, and it goes into your item hangar, not your ship hangar, so you have to switch down here and find it in here, not up here. If ever you can't find an item for any reason, if you go to your assets, which is the safe, you'll be able to find it in here. You won't have as many stations as this, but you'll be able to find anything in case you lose it. Eve's all about space fighting, so let's get undecked and get out into space, and I'll give you a few examples of things that you can do. So when you exit, you'll have your overview here. Your overview is one of the most important things. It tells you everything, so I can see here that there's someone with a criminal tag. And basically, if you go into Eve Uni, they have a setup for the overview which will tell you different things. So I've got one for looting, one for pod saver, and each one of these shows different things on it instead of everything at once. They all have different filters on. I fully recommend going to Eve Uni's site. I'll put a link. So spaceflight, it's very easy to get lost in Eve. Luckily there is a helpful map here. It seems a bit daunting at first, but if you go to the star map, you'll see that it's huge. It always tells you where you are, so you never lose yourself, and basically all the dots as this are security statuses. So anything that's blue or green is okay to travel in, or yellow is high sec. That's safe space with Concord in. Concord are the space police. Anything below that is red, and that's either what we call null sec or low sec. Those are where Concord don't respond. Null sec's a bit scarier than low sec. There's a lot more pirates in there, and you can do well, people who are good, well, basically better at the game, go there, and there's no rules there. They can do what they want. So when you're flying, you'll be told in the tutorials that there's something called autopilot. It's down here. That's how you can activate it. And that basically does the jumps for you. Basically never use it apart from in the tutorial when you're told to. It's the main reason that you'll get killed. It's also a hell of a lot slower than doing the jumps manually. So every time you press autopilot, it lands further away from the gate and you have to burn there, whereas if you jump normally, like manually by going and opening the wheel and pressing jump, that'll jump you straight there. So basically don't use autopilot because it lands you too far from the gate, and if there's anyone waiting there, they will kill you easily. Eve is one of those things where you just want to keep paying attention when you're flying because there's always someone out to get you, unfortunately. Just hitting back on the careers quickly. The main ones are mining, missioning, trading, hauling, pirating, and planetary stuff. Those will be gone through by your trainers. I'll go into them in later videos and just give you an idea what they are about. Your skills, your skill crew is up here. You can only train 24 hours at a time. that's about pretty much all you'll need to know at the start. At the start you want to be training your lower level skills to be able to fit out your ship. I'll do a little video on how to fit ships out and what skills you'll need for that. But once you get further in, see now this skill I'm training takes 2 days, but yours will be just like a few minutes. Level 5 skills aren't really needed at the start of the game. Those are more when you know what you want to do and what you're going to be doing in the game basically. Next I'm going to just do a few little bits on the kind of ethos behind EVE, but for that I'm going to wait until I get into a new system so I can show you some examples of it. Okay guys, I'm where I wanted to be. I'm in Jita, or arriving in Jita now, and this you'll hear a lot about. It's the main trade hub in the game. It's where everyone comes to trade basically. It's also where you will see the most scamming in the game. And in most MMOs that's not permitted, but in EVE it's fully encouraged. It's part of how people make money. So that's one of the reasons you need to be careful. In EVE, everyone's out to get you basically. We all fully accept that, and it's fully part of playing the game. It's what makes the game so much fun. You're never safe really, no matter where you are, you can always be attacked as well, unlike on other MMOs, so you have to like flag for PvP. Here you can get attacked at any time. It does make the game very fun to play. One thing I would say is expect to lose ships. You will get killed a lot in the first few days if you're playing, or a few weeks. You'll get used to it. You'll learn from your mistakes basically. That's what it's all about. One of the golden rules of EVE is, apart from avoid the scamming, is never fly anything that you can't afford to lose, because you will lose it. I have friends who've put all the money into battleships and then just lost it within a day, and then you've got to start from scratch again. So make sure that you always remember that. Don't put all your money into everything, especially when you're starting out. Fly something cheap, because it's probably going to die. Another one I would say is join a corp or corporation. So that's kind of like EVE guilds, if you will. Join one of them, because everyone does want to help you once you get to know them. It's just when you don't know them, we kind of want to kill you. Anyway, that's a quick beginner's guide, just a few tips of how to do things in EVE. I'll be back next time. I'm going to go over how to fly through space safely. There's a few tricks that I'll go over. Anyway, enjoy the game. Make sure you read up on stuff for it, because that'll help you a lot in your first few days. And just go and have fun. I'll see you guys. If you have any questions or anything that you want to ask about EVE, just drop me a message on here, and then I'll get back to you.